My good family, my good people, once again I greet you all. Welcome back to this amazing channel. This is your boy Kamanja_Kenya, and kindly, if you're coming in for the first time, consider subscribing, watch my videos from the start to the end, share, like, and leave a comment in that section, and God is going to bless you. Guys, it's very cold outside, but I'm just seated on a veranda. You can see my dog, but it has been raining, so it's cold. You can see me in a pull neck, a sweater, I have a jacket, so it's cold, but I want to do this as quick as possible so that I can join my boys in the pitch. We train and play some soccer actually. But before I go to my daily training, and actually want to leave you with this kind of reaction today, and I want to react, guys. I want to react, and this is what I'm going to react on. I'm reacting on two things. Actually, and those are my subjects today. I'm reacting on Coera's Senior. Yes, it's Coera Senior. His persistent struggle to become relevant. Coera Senior's persistence struggle to become relevant to these platforms, and actually to become relevant to the world. Number two, I'm reacting, exposing, and actually revealing to the world the disgrace of the Three Amigos. They are a much disgrace to the village Nyaboanse itself, and they are becoming a disgrace to humanity. So I'm reacting on the two main subjects. I've said I'm reacting on Coera Senior's persistent struggle to become relevant, and we want to see how he wants to become relevant and the reactions. And actually I'm reacting, not even reacting, I want to disclose to the world the disgrace of these three amigos, that is Gintu, Mogesi, and Ernesto, to the world and to Nyaboanse as a village. Guys, I've said welcome, take your space, sit, relax, and just keep on enjoying this vlog. Without wasting time, let us actually listen to the first script. Let us listen to this first script before I keep on actually reacting on it.
You can imagine that such kind of a girl who has been abandoned, and the father is at large, the mother is nowhere to be seen. It's very pathetic, and I said there are so many of those kinds. And in fact, to some my commenters, may I humbly request that you be understanding the language one has used. Me, I was not actually trying to be a charity seeker. Also, ladies and gentlemen, last night I received several calls that my son has gotten a baby son. I was told so many things. The only thing I can comment here is that congratulations so much to my marwa, to my beloved son. Congratulations. I am very happy. Let you, Marwa, send my congratulations to your wife. That is actually my daughter-in-law. Please send my grateful congratulations to your parents-in-laws. And in any way, whether in hell or in heaven, that is my genetical generation. You cannot actually graft a pine tree with a jacaranda. Okay? So that is what I mean. I am the father, and that is my grandson. And in fact, that is the 11th grandson I am having. 11th grandchild. Maisha was my father-in-law. Maisha, let me tell Maro how Maisha came. My father-in-law, that is Maisha, his full name was James Ngige Matiko. That is the father to my wife, my former wife, I mean. And the name Maisha came up because he was working in the district hospital. That is at Kehanja District Hospital. So when people used to go to hospital, he used to comfort them and tell you, oh, your life must be sustained. You have come for your life. Maisha. Maisha means life. Take care of your life. So they named him Maisha. That is how his name came. He was a staff in the medical facility. So Marwa, take care of that. That is how your grandfather's name came out. He used to be one of the guards. He used to guard the hospital at Kehanja for quite a long time. When I married your mother, she was still working with them. So even when you are big enough, you know, culturally, when your daughter gives birth to a son, to a child, and a child, then she stays for some weeks, or 3, 4, or 5 weeks, when she has actually come into form. The Korean culture is there to say, go and give your daughter a soup. There is a special soup which is prepared from a goat, a fat goat, a very good goat. So you go and...
My good family, welcome back. You've heard by yourselves, you've listened. That is Koherasnr. He's actually senior, and I respect his age, but I don't want to leave him unspotted. I don't want to leave him unturned. I must touch about him, and I must talk about him, and I'm reacting on his persistent struggle to become relevant, and his regrets. What are the regrets? Why is he regretting? From this script, actually, it is very evident that Koherasnr is regretting joining YouTube because his expectations are not yet achieved. His expectations to YouTube are not, they are far from being achieved. That's number one. He is regretting. He thought, from my own perception, he is thinking and he thought that through joining YouTube, he was to start a charity, and he was being cheated. He was cheated by the people who introduced him to this platform. They never gave him enough education. He never took enough time to look into the real thing to look into, what joining YouTube would look like in his life. What is the impact of joining YouTube? What was what were the results that he was expecting from joining these platforms? And it is very evident that actually the people who taught him, the people who introduced him to these platforms, never gave him enough information, never gave him enough light about YouTube. They just gave him service light, something very light actually. They cheated on him. They cheated on him. That is how I can put it. They cheated on him. They told him, you go to YouTube, they see you. You are Marwa's father. People will flock to your place. People are going to build you houses. People are going to help you this and this. Through you, people are going to start charity. And through you, you are going to start charity in your village. And you see, it tried once with that lame girl. You can see, visit that video. See there. You can see the comments. He had a lot of expectations, very big ambitions, after being told how YouTube was good. My father, I can call him my father because, or my eldest brother, because my father is too much older than him. My advice to you, just stay calm. Welcome to this YouTube world. Don't rush on things. And actually, be yourself. Don't be controlled. You are an old guy. Don't be controlled. People are laughing at you. People are laughing at you. People are laughing at you. And I don't want to tell you how, because yourself, you know, they are really laughing at you. Nobody is going to help you, as you may think, attain what you want. You've wasted years. You've wasted your years, and you don't waste a lot of time actually doing what you know cannot bear fruits. Doing what you know you cannot actually achieve anything from. This is a social platform, but people are using you as a weapon to fight I Am Marwa. I know guys who brought you to the service, you are their biggest weapon on fighting down I Am Marwa, and nobody is objecting that. Let your fight continue, but I'm telling you, it's too late. It is too late. It is too late. And yourself, you see, when you are fighting this fight, you don't have the tactics to win this fight. You don't have that, actually, you don't have that patience that one needs to fight. You are not even learning your enemies well before you go into war with them. The war cannot be won the way you think. The war is far from being won. That is actually. And I've been asking you, you've stayed for too long. That's why I said you've really wasted years. You've wasted a lot of years. Guys, I have somebody who has been calling me, but it's good I've answered that call. That's why you see we have some lapses. Now, in this world, we have one thing. Time. Time cannot be recovered. When you waste a lot of time, then it's hard to recover that. Time is a very valuable resource. You wasted your real time on this matter. You really wasted. You took too long. You were waiting for those angels to come and revive you. You waited for people to come and tell you that this is happening. Even if it might look very true, even if, okay, I don't want to come into that. But the truth, you are really struggling to become very relevant to the mother. You are really struggling. And I'm not seeing your struggles bearing fruits. Number one, because, and actually, I Am Marwa has kept on ignoring you. And that is what? Because he has been staying alone. When he was alone in the jungle, no one, you were not there to talk about him. And that is one of the best reasons as to why he's ignoring you. You cannot, you don't have any effect in him now. You cannot bring any impact in his life, actually. And please, as elderly as you are, kindly stay aside. Do your own business. Do yourself. Do your own thing. You have a generation. Don't waste your generation just because you've seen marwa is there. Don't abandon the people you have now. You don't abandon them, the people you have, your current generation. And then for marwa's generation, marwa started this generation through Baby MAISHA. Actually, he has started this generation through Baby MAISHA. And please don't come into their generation, because you have your own generation. Keep on. Marwa should have his own generation. Let him now. He has started his own generation. Let us see how he's going to look after his own generation. And we are hoping that he's not going to become irresponsible the way you became irresponsible from what you've been talking about. You became ignorant, and now people are bringing new fake light, and you want to come. You are reservicing and to come and claim what you never worked for. Never on earth should you earn what you never worked for. Don't ever fool. You are fooling the world. You see, don't think that the people you are talking to, people in Jamaica, people in US, you are trying to tell them, you see, this is the genesis of this name, Baby MAISHA. Actually, it's a big joke. This is a big joke from a big father like you. It's a very big joke. When, actually, from your video, from this script, you are talking about the grandfather to Ayama, maternal grandfather to Ayamarwa was nicknamed MAISHA, because at one point he was working in an hospital as a medical staff. He was a medical staff. That is your first statement. He was a medical staff. He used to save lives. That is what you meant. That he used to save lives, and that is how this name MAISHA came up to him. You see, you try to give us the sense of stories that Senso was a traveler, and that's why Marwa is a traveler. And people challenge you. What about David Jr.? You see, this story of yours is sickening. It's a big joke from an elderly mind. You wasted your years. Koherasnr wasted his years. Wasted his time. You want somebody to come up and re-energize you. Leave Ayamarwa's generation alone. Actually, this thing, like you are talking about this kid every now and then, I'm not very happy. And actually, most of these, our guys are not happy, because you guys are pegging your stories on this kid. And as elderly as you are, actually, stop. It is too late. I've told you, and I have always told you that this is too late. Don't struggle to attach yourself where you are not wanted. Don't try to force the world to bring what is not yours to you. Leave this boy Ayamarwa. Now he's a man. He's a man, he's a father. He has started his own generation. Leave him now struggle with this generation. Let us see if he is going to abandon them the way you from the evidence that you abandoned your family. You are very responsible. Let us look at them now. Let us look at him so that we are going to relate him and you. You see, his generation and your generation are two different identities. They don't match. They don't go together. They don't go together. So don't force things. Silazimishe vitu, mzee. don't force things. Don't force things. And I've told you, I know you are now regretting. Hey, you are regretting. You thought joining YouTube, hey, how should I go and say? You see, you are applying dubious means. Now you want to convince your guys that you are doing something. Where have you been? Where have you been all these years? You've seen that lame kid, that lame girl in your village. Where have you been? You only waited people to come, open for you a channel so that they use you as a weapon. You see, you are a weapon of destruction. You are a weapon. You want to destroy Marwa. That is your main aim. You want to destroy him for your own selfish gains. Work hard. If I were you, stay put, relax in the house, just enjoy your retirement benefits, and just be in YouTube as an entertainer. Tell us what used to happen those days, what is happening these days. You see, I'm going to learn so much from you. But the field you've entered is not yours. This field is not yours, my good elderly friend Koherasnr. Yes, it is from you. And actually, this is what I want to tell Marwa. In every marriage takes effort, especially in our today's world. Every marriage takes effort. And that is what Koherasnr never understood, never applied. And now he wants to eat things he never struggled for. He wants to force the whole world to help him eat well. Wait, they say they were to build you a 3-bedroom house. Those your friends, let them build for you. Eat from YouTube the way they promised you. But I feel it is too late. You are starting regretting. You are starting regretting. You wasted your years. And that is it. Even from your story I've said, Marwa's maternal grandfather, you called him James Ngige Matiko. You said he was a medical staff at a given facility. And towards your end, you are telling us you used to be a guard. Now, what is the relationship between a guard and a medical staff in saving lives? That is a very big joke, a very big propaganda. You are learned and we are learned. We know the meaning of Maisha. Maisha is life. And let the newborn boy enjoy his life. As simple as that. Nothing else. Nothing else. Guys, it is raining outside. You can hear iron sheets, the sounds. And actually, let me look at something. You see, I want to see if it is really disturbing before I continue. My good family, everything is now very clear about Koherasnr. And actually join me in telling him to find something to do in this platform. Being as elderly as he is, let him inform us on what used to happen those days. We know the problem between the Koreans and the Maasais, what really happened, how the problem was solved. You see those boundary problems, historical, cultural activities that we miss now. Those are things from his age that we are supposed to learn. And actually, if he goes to that direction, I'm going to be his biggest fan, because I'm really always wanting to know how our forefathers, how people who came to this world before us used to live. And I've said, if he takes that direction, it's fine for me. And I'm going to be his greatest fan. But for now, I'm asking to leave Marwa and his generation alone. Let Marwa enjoy his space as a father. Enjoy his space as a parent with his beloved family. And actually, never should you, Koherasnr, struggle too much to attach yourself to where you are not supposed to be, to attach yourself to where you are not wanted. It's a bit, use your common sense, old man. Use your common sense. There is no benefits at all you are going to gain. The people who used you, they got what they wanted, and that is why they are not even coming near you now. Remember the person who brought you to service? How long does it take before talking to you over the phone? And now you are telling me that people informed you, that people called you to tell you Marwa's newborn baby has arrived. And you are in YouTube. Those platforms, why actually? Whom have you employed to tell you that? Guys, wonders shall never end. Wonders shall never end. All the guys say, don't struggle too much to attach yourself where you are not wanted. The seeds you are sowing cannot sprout. In fact, those are weeds in a given generation. They are going to be weeds in that generation. They are going to be weeded out and get rid of. So nothing. Concentrate on your current family. Concentrate on your current generation and see them to light as you want. Leave Ayamara to concentrate on his own generation now. We are leaving him. And I'm pitying those guys who are talking so much about him. He is now a father, he is now a parent. We are very happy. Let him enjoy his space. Don't make Ayamara to look like he's the source of information, source of current content everywhere. And I've told you, you have one of the vast sources of content from your experience. Come, tell us every now and then, even in episodes, how you guys, we have these customary laws, we have rites of passage in this community, from the Maasais in your community, what has changed. Tell us about the traditions, the old ones and the ones that are odd one out, how they have changed. You see, we are going to be, actually, I'm going to be a first and greatest fan, but actually, the Marwa direction, stop. It's not going to bear any fruits. They cheated you and they are going to dump you. It is going to be a very, very big shame when an old guy like you are dumped by small kids, people who are born in the year 2000s, cheating you, bringing you to service just to use you as a weapon. You are too old to be used. You are too old to be used. They have now called you, told you that now, you see, come up, tell us the genesis of that name Maisha. And even in your camera, you are shying off. You are looking on the opposite direction while telling us about this Maisha thing. Coera senior. You are not senior in YouTube. You are just senior age-wise. I salute you for your ignorance. I salute you for being an old guy who looks like a toddler at 10 years. You see, once I called you old guy, an old kid at 60. Don't allow these kids to use you. Don't allow these kids to use you. You have the knowledge. Give us the vast information you have. You see, kuishi kwingi ni kuona mengi. You've lived a lot. You've lived a long period of time. Tell us all those things we want to hear. Give us things that we miss during your time. But don't allow a 2000 born kid to come and give you stories and marionette puppet you now, tell you do this, do that, do that. Guys, that is about Coera Senior. I respect him because of his age, actually. I don't want to talk anything bad about him, but I only wanted to call an advice to him, and I think the advice is at home. Guys, secondly, I want to be very short because this one, I don't want to talk about it anymore, but actually it is because it is disgusting. It jeopardizes the village completely. And I've said the rants continue. The rants are continuing, and these rants are a total evidence of the biggest disgrace of the 21st century. This is a total disgrace to the 21st century and its generation, actually. Listen to this.
Babying is the baby for her, is the baby for him. So keep it tuned, and this is the real vibe of today. And Three Amigos are back to the system. And a big shout out to the DDD, Dim Dem Dogs. I am _Stephon, and everything gonna be very fantastic coming out from this session. And we want to antagonize and give you the real vibe about who is the real who. And now, this is the video. Go down the stream and make sure that we are getting the real vibe about who is the real father. We are now revealing them like ladies who came to attract.
Exactly.
And they are attached.
Like we have Cheriado.
Sheriado.
Cheriado, mama.
Sheriado.
What happened to Cheriado? It will become.
It was antagonizing. Another promising.
Another lady who come for an entertainment, it was Gavi Bass. Gavi Bass, mama.
And Gavi
Gavi, mom.
Now we have that the boy called Mawira. Mawira, where did you live, man? Where did you live, Mawira? Mawira, we are looking for you, headless girl.
It's a black.
And you know, there was a marination one day in the talk about the clay bath.
Exactly.
Do you remember?
Yeah, my friend.
Was marinated.
My brother Gintu, young ones Mugesi and Ernesto. And I'm not fearful to call you. I don't want to fear anything to call you a total disgrace to the 21st century. A total confusion of the meaning of the term senses. Total evidence of absence of knowledge in you guys. You are disappointing. You've really slapped Nyaboanse on the face. The biggest shame of a lifetime. The Three Amigos. Three Amigos. How should I call you three idiots? No. That's an insult. the Three Amigos. Why am I saying so? I don't want to talk about anything, but from this script, actually, there's something I'm learning. And family, actually, accompany me in this. Join me in this. Now, from their main theme, from number one to number last, their main theme. What does it mean and what does it imply in this script? That the three guys, the Three Amigos, lack proper education. They lack proper understanding of knowledge. They really don't have knowledge at all. They lack proper understanding of the word biology. Yes, they might have gone to school to a given level, but they missed a lot. They are a total disgrace to our education system. Very much disappointing. They don't know what happens during conception, what determines the sex of the kid, what determines the intellectual of the kid. These guys are just talking about anything, so long as they waste their 40 minutes and 30 minutes and you are entertained. And I'm really pitying these guys. Kuzo? Asante sana. Nakuona? Safi sana. Yeah. Yeah. My good boys. They're good brothers. They are very entertaining. I like them. They entertain too much. But now they don't have limits. You see, when you are a very good entertainer, you entertain where you are best at. You have some boundaries that, when it comes to dancing, I cannot dance. When it comes to laughing, and actually I cannot laugh. I cannot make people laugh. But when it comes to ridiculing, I'm best. So you embark and you capitalize on ridiculing. You've taken your strongholds as speaking of malice, spread of propagandism, all those. You are doing well. But now when it comes to books, you want to teach the world that this one missed this and this one missed this in relationship to the birth of our newborn baby boy, Maisha. How do you depict yourself? You are telling the world that we are fools. You are telling the world that we don't know what we always tell you. That is, you are now telling the world that, oh, you people who subscribe to us, who are consuming our content, you really don't know even what you people are doing. Because we, the sources, don't know what we are doing. We don't know what we are talking of. It's laughable when you talk about the X chromosomes. I saw somebody is talking about X chromosomes, phenotypic and genetic things. Now that you stay with a white guy and you are a black one, what are the results? I remember during my art and craft days, and we used to mix black and red ink, and the results become black. I don't know why. Green, and this one becomes, you see, making of colors. And these guys, they cannot even relate to that one. They are only there to make and rant. They make rants. Oh, this one is like this. Oh, this one is like this. Oh, this one is like this. Lack of senses. Lack of proper education. You are a disgrace to whoever discovered education, most of biology. You are a very big disgrace. A very big disappointment. My three brothers. A very big disappointment. And actually, don't use that thing, the way you take things lightly in your brains, that it can happen so. I've told you, do what you can do best. We've seen you, how you spread propagandism and spread malice and hate. That is your area of specialization. But when it comes to areas that need some intellect, some intellectual capability, kindly step aside. Go your way. That is not your field. You've proven to the world that we know nothing that is happening in biology. And I'm laughing at you today. Whoa! I'm laughing at you today. And actually, my guys, they can tell you now, you can tell yourself the importance of going to school and why we are always against these guys. You see, when someone has gone to school, understanding of given phenomenons becomes very easier. You see, we don't go to school just to get education, to get white collar jobs. We go to school to get knowledge, and this knowledge is what we apply in our today's life, so that we become accepted in any society that we are. But when we lack proper education, we become very ignorant to anything, and even our judgments are built on ignorance. And that is what is happening. So I'm really pitying the people who are supporting these guys. The people who are consuming and commenting in those sections that they are doing the best thing. Actually, don't cheat these three guys. Tell them the truth that, hey, guys, in that place, you've now hit below the belt. You are now going overboard. You don't know what is being done. Because they are also disgracing you. They are also disappointing you at the expense of entertaining you. Kindly, I'm calling upon their supporters. Just tell them, give them guidelines on what they are supposed to deal with, so that at the end of the day, they entertain you and you get satisfied. Just imagine if it were you, that guy from the US, that guy from Jamaica, who is their greatest supporter. If it were you, somebody comes up, talks about your wife, talks about your 2-day-old son in a ridiculous manner. What are the best steps you take? You won't laugh at that thing. You'll be very hungry. But we thank God that our brother Marwa decided long time ago to ignore you, and he has ignored them. We are just there to tell them that you've been ignored. Stop doing it. Look for another source of information, another source of content, so that you air. But kindly leave Marwa's family alone. Now that he's a father, let him enjoy his parenthood. Let him now know what he's supposed to do as a parent. Don't just meddle. Don't just bring unnecessary stories. Don't use now. You see now, you want to use the kid as a weapon to fight the two, Rocio and Ayamara. That thing is not going to work at all. You want to use the kid to fight Ayamara and his surrounding, the people, his confidence, his friends. That thing is not going to work actually. Let us try to use our senses. Application of the 5 common senses is very, very essential in one's life. Application of knowledge, either gotten from schools, either gotten from the surrounding, the society. You never went to school, but you have that knowledge of becoming wise, is very, very essential to one's life. Application of humanity is an aspect that defines who human beings are. It's an aspect that differentiates human beings from animals. So don't prove to the world that you are an animal by doing what you always do, what you are doing. Come back to your senses. Ask God for forgiveness for what you've talked about, because your days, I can see. You see, yours, the Three Amigos, somebody put this correct, said that yours is just a timing bomb. It's only waiting to poo. It's only waiting. Just poo. Yes. When that bomb will actually explode, good guys, you come to us and tell us, "Ooh, we never knew." You are going to regret. Don't regret like Koherasnr is regretting. Don't wish to regret. Guys, I want to stop there, but my biggest message is this. Today, let us do things that are regrettable in future. Let us watch our steps, our actions, to avoid regrets in the future. That is it. And actually, let us learn to be human. Let us differentiate ourselves, being human beings, and from those beasts, from the animals. And God is going to bless us. Lastly, let us not take jokes too far at the expense of entertainment. Let us not take jokes too far. Jokes that are very detrimental and very destructive. They always call for regrets. And I've said, avoid regrets in the future. So I'm leaving my guys. I always talk of positive vibes. This is your boy Kamanja _Kenya. And actually, you coming across this channel, actually consider subscribing. Leave a comment, positive one, because we are made from those comments. Share, tell a friend to tell another friend, like and watch these videos from the start to the end. And actually, I like your support, and your support is always what I recommend. Your support is always remarkable in my life. Till then, I say goodbye. Enjoy your space as you enjoy watching and liking this video. Goodbye. Kwaheri.